Is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school basketball starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Good evening, everyone, from Madison Central High School in Richmond. Welcome to our broadcast of Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod. We have a big doubleheader for you tonight. First game matches LCA against host Madison Central, and the second game tonight, Frederick Douglass and Franklin County. Sean Woods alongside the former Wildcat, former college head coach at Southern University, Morehead State, and also at Mississippi Valley State. And Sean, we've got two good ones coming up, and in this first game, two undefeated teams. Obviously, something has to give.
Something does have to give, and it's going to be an older team against a younger team. Madison Central is full of juniors and seniors, whereas LCA is really got kids that's not even high school that's going to have to play some minutes for them. But both of them are coming off, are outstanding, having outstanding starts at 4-0. And there's just going to be a tale of not two contrasts of styles. It's going to be tales of two contrasts of age. Mm-hmm. So if these young girls can sustain Madison Central's pressure and stay in the game, that builds more confidence for them, whereas it makes it tougher for Madison Central. But Madison Central, I know, is looking forward to posing their will on them with their pressure.
Madison Central playing in front of the home fans tonight will take on LCA in our doubleheader opener tonight. We are continue on our pregame show in a moment. We'll hear from the coaches and more coming up a little bit later on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
Coach, we're in the early stages of the season, of course, but you're off to a good start. Tell me about the progress of your team so far.
Yeah, we're off to a really good start, 4-0, 1-0 in the district, 2-0 in the region. So just with all the experience that we have, juniors and seniors, we relied on that. And we're playing, we've developed some good habits where we've shown up pretty much every game with a good level of intensity. And we've got some players that are really driven to make the most of every game. So I think that's translated so far into the games that we've played. And we got a tough test today. Today will be definitely the hardest one we've played on the road at Madison Central. So.
When you say players are driven, that really helps the coach to not have to worry about motivation all the time, right? You've got some people who can lead the way for you.
I've been here for 4 years with the core of our group. We were freshmen there, and it was a lot of just what you said at first. You had to get them motivated, driven. That's not there anymore. Now we've got a job to make sure that we're getting them prepared and ready, but a lot of that is self-driven by players. You hear all the time player-led programs, all those things. That's what it's turned into here, to where I get to the locker room and they're ready. Now we're just talking about how we prepare, and they've done a great job of listening, following the scouting reports, and that's translating to success on the court so far.
It's very much a team game, but there are always some individual players that you have to count on. Tell me about players to watch for your team.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 3 different leading scorers in 4 games, so I could give you a number of them, and it would be applicable. But Claire Roberts, senior, I mean, she led us in scoring last year. She's been with me for 4 years. Can catch fire quickly. The best thing about her is she has been elite defensively so far this season. I mean, we put her on every team's best player. And in the last 2 games, she held them under their averages, season total averages. So she's been really special. Piper Graham, who transferred here from Bluegrass United, she's a junior for us. She had 29 points the last time out. Just good inside-out scorer, really good defender. Chapel Brown, game before that, in our district game against Tate's Creek, she led us in scoring. She had 20+. So on any given night, we've got 5-6 kids that can give you, a lot of production. So I think that's part of it, a testament to our depth that we have here, and these kids sacrificing for each other and being willing to say, we don't care who wins, or we don't care who scores, I should say. We don't care where the success comes from. We just want to win the basketball game.
What about priorities for tonight? What does it take to get a win here tonight? It's a tough one, as you said.
Oh, yeah. Valuing the basketball. Madison Central, they live off turnovers, and they don't turn the ball over a lot. So if we're turning the ball over and we're reckless with it, they're going to turn that into layups. It's one of those deals where we get to control that to some degree. They pressure you a lot. They're guard heavy. But we've got some good guards, too, who can play. And we've got to make sure that when they do turn it over, we convert that into layups, threes, or get to the free throw line. We've got to take advantage when they make mistakes. We've got to be strong with the ball. And we've got to be confident. I tell them we don't have anything to lose. We're coming to a road environment against a really good team. Let that thing fly. We've got really good shooters here, kids who can really get hot. This is a game where you say, man, I'm letting it fly. And I think we've got a group of kids that we know what we have in the locker room. I don't think anybody expects us to win this game, but we know what we have.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundation.
Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Talking with Coach Scott True of Madison Central. Coach, has been a good start for your team this year. Tell me about the development and things that have led to this 4-0 start.
Well, we're leaning a lot on 5 seniors and 2 juniors.
Mm-hmm.
We got some experience there, kids who've played varsity before, so they've done a good job. We've been on the road twice. Went to Pulaski and went to Montgomery County, so we've been a little road tested too early. But we're trying to get ourselves ready for the 11th region, and the kids have handled it well. And again, the experience of being there, done that, helps us an awful lot.
And you like to keep the pressure on the other team, right? I mean, it's something that you're able to turn into points.
Well, we have to. We're small. The tallest, the biggest kid we're going to put on the floor is about 5'9", and she's not big around. She plays guard for us, so we're going to play 5 guards a lot. So we've got to generate some offense with our defense, and we try to make things difficult and be as disruptive as we can so we can get in transition.
What about building a program here? You're talking about the continuity that comes with having a lot of seniors and juniors, but on the other hand, that doesn't just happen. I mean, you have to build from middle school on, but how do you go about doing that?
Well, I think it's getting in the middle schools, and we've got coaches now that are, especially this year, that have been on staff that up here that are coaching the middle school, which really makes a big difference for us in trying to build that where everybody's kind of doing the same things, and you build it that way. But then you've got to have kids that come to high school and willing to work. And this group has done that. They've come in and put in the time and effort, and they're reaping the benefits of that. And we're hoping to continue that and kind of set the groundwork for moving forward.
And what about some individuals that have led the way for you? Who are players to watch for Madison Central tonight?
Well, Natea Strader's led us in scoring. She started off the year with a bang. I think she scored 30, and then she scored 26, and then she scored 32. And then the other night, she got a little bit of foul trouble, and they put some size on her. I say she's 5'5" and plays 6'2" all the time. She does a really good job for us. But we've got other kids who can score. Most of the time, we're going to have 5 kids on the floor and who can all score, much like the LCA team we're going to play tonight. So, we found a way the other night when they limited Natea early, and we were able to score 54 and still win. So, again, winning in different ways against different types of things is how you get better, and I feel like we've done a little bit of that in the first 4 games.
And specifically tonight, what needs to be done from your point of view in order to get a win tonight?
Well, it's always the boards for us. We have to do a lot better when we did against Montgomery than on the boards. But we've got to cause some turnovers. We got to get in transition. Get out and get on the run and get some easy baskets. And then we've got to really limit them. They have one girl who's really bigger than us. That's the board concern, really. But we've got to limit their opportunities, not give them second chances, and then use our pressure to maybe get some turnovers, get some easy ones ourselves.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back at Madison Central High School, Keith Elkins with Sean Woods alongside. Jackson Miller is our producer. Joe O'Million is our video camera operator tonight. And that's your Glackod crew as we get set for a doubleheader here at Madison Central High School. And right now we'll have to pause for the national anthem as the fans are being asked to rise. So we'll do that next and then get to the keys to the game following that.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
From Glackod, it's Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for the real world. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. Movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now courtside for all the action from Glackod on Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Back at Madison Central High School, let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game. Tonight's keys to the game are presented by Tech 24. Seeking a fresh start to your career, Tech 24 is a commercial food service repair company that is hiring in Lexington. For more information, contact Brad Wilson at 864-549-8255. 8-3-4-4. The first of our doubleheader tonight matches LCA against Madison Central. Sean, what are we looking at for keys to the game?
Well, for LCA, they got to value the basketball against Madison Central's pressure. They got to handle their pressure, be strong with their ball, accept and face the fire, and then also just come in here knowing that you're playing in a hostile environment. Just play with confidence. And then for Madison Central, they play small, and so their deal is to create pressure, to limit them, and also limit LCA's second chance points because of their size, and also keep the game fast so they can get more points in transition.
And so both of them off to 4-0 starts, but as you say, a little bit different approach to how they get to those wins.
One with size, trying to crash the glass, create second chance opportunities, and handle the other team's pressure, while the other team is trying to create pressure, havoc, so they can get easy buckets down in the other end in transition.
All right, this broadcast is authorized by Madison Central High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Now let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. They are brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual place and a great place to watch tonight's game on Glycod. Visit any of their 3 Central Kentucky locations or order online at roosterswings.com. Starters tonight for the LCA team that comes in at 4-0. Tonight their starters include Gentry Bertram. She is a junior. Sophie Pridemore, also she's a senior, a 5'10 senior, averaging about 7 points a game. Claire Roberts, a senior, will also start for LCA tonight, and she's their leading scorer at 13 points a game. Piper Graham, I should say, actually, she's the leading scorer at about 19 points a game, and she is the other starter wearing 0. So Piper Graham, 0, Claire Roberts, 24, and Sophie Pridemore, 32, and Gentry Bertram is 34, and Chapel Brown is number 15. She is the 5th starter, averaging 12.5 points a game. And for Madison Central tonight, Cameron Ridrikoff will be a starter. She's wearing number 2, a 5'10 senior, had 24 points at Montgomery County December 12th and averaging 15 a game. Brittany Campbell wears number 11, and she is a senior, 13 points at Pulaski County back on December 2nd and averaging just under 9 points a game. Jordan Miles, a starter for Madison Central tonight, a 5'5 junior, wearing number 13, averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds a game. Brooke Campbell, number 15, will start for Madison Central tonight, and she is a senior, averaging about 4 points a ball game. And Natea Strader, their leading scorer, 25 points a ball game, 7 rebounds a game for Madison Central. She will start tonight, and she is wearing number 21. Our officials tonight, Gary Wilson, Jeremy Dixon, and Raynard Williams. We're just a few minutes away from game time as these two undefeated teams go at it. This is a very interesting time of the year, Sean, because you know, as a coach and as a player, these early games, you're finding out more about your team all the time, but at the same time, it's time to win. You're playing regular season games.
Well, no doubt about it. There's three parts to a season. That's the beginning of the season, the regular season when you're playing to get to your district and your region, and then the state tournament. And right now is the time where most coaches are trying to figure out the fruits of from their labor from the off season, and who's ready to emerge now. Hopefully, who's getting better to emerge later on in the season. And then when all that comes together and everything's gelling, everything is clicking like, you know what I'm saying, on all cylinders, because everybody has established their role on the team and trying to be the best at their roles at that.
Is it difficult for the coach to keep that in focus, in that there are thirds of the season, as you say? I mean, not everybody looks at it exactly the same way, but at the same time, you tend to put so much into each game. You don't want to see a defeat, but sometimes you have to learn that way too.
Well, no doubt about it. That's why you schedule the way you schedule. You know, some coaches like to schedule hard games early to get them ready for their district and region. Some teams like to pattern their schedules a little bit because they're pretty young, and just trying to establish some continuity and some confidence within their team. So it depends on what's the layout of your team. And right now, these two teams have decided to step it up. They're two of the most two of the best teams in this area, and also both of them are undefeated. So somebody's going to go home still undefeated. The other one's going to go home with a loss.
We've seen some teams, too, not only pack the schedule maybe with good opponents, but also just with a good number of games, almost like an NBA-type schedule for some of the teams as they're playing several games here in the early couple of weeks of December. Again, you get more game experience, but at the same time, it's always a trade-off because you're on the practice floor a little less, right?
Well, you get a whole month of practice. Sooner or later, you're going to get tired of practicing against each other. So that's why you want to play more games, because you keep your kids engaged, and all you're doing really is preparing more so than just having drag-out practices and keeping it fun and interesting, because that's, for the most part, everybody wants to play games. Forget practice, especially as a player.
Right.
Now, from a coaching standpoint, you need practice to continue to prepare and get better for the games that you're getting ready to play. So, you know, it's tit for tat. Me, I want to win every game, and I'm sure both of these coaches want to win this game also.
Well, we'll see who comes out of this one undefeated. Both teams at 4-0 coming in. And we'll get a look at some good individual players, as we always do on these broadcasts, and anxious to see that as well and see how they all blend in as a team. When you've got a player like Strader on Madison Central, clearly she's the leading scorer, but other players have to take their roles and be in what's going to be best for the team, whether that allows her to become, so that can allow her to become the player that she potentially is. Everybody's got to have a role, don't they?
No doubt about it, and she's been that. And for LCA, you know, you got Chappelle Brown, who I'm looking forward to see. She had 20 points versus Tates Creek the other day, and then also Claire Roberts, who actually led this team in scoring all last year. So LCA does have some firepower. Madison Central does too. This is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be an exciting up and down game, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
LCA and Madison Central, just the first of two tonight on Glycod. We'll follow that up with Franklin County and Frederick Douglass as the girls are in the spotlight tonight here on our broadcast. And, of course, you can follow Central Kentucky High School basketball, boys and girls, throughout the season on glycod.com. Check it out and find out the schedules for Central Kentucky games, Louisville area games, and Southern Indiana games as well. And catch it up on YouTube if you didn't happen to see us live. We hope you're watching live tonight. And got a little competition out there tonight as far as basketball audiences are concerned, but we certainly hope that you enjoy our broadcast and whenever you're watching us on Glycod. And we appreciate our sponsors who help us bring you these ball games as well. And also a thanks to, in this case, Madison Central, our home school here, who is providing the facilities and our setup here. So we appreciate what they're doing for us. And Coach Scott True and all the staff here at Madison Central, very helpful to us on Glycod and bringing you these ball games. So we are just about set to go. Teams have hit the floor now. Madison Central in the white uniforms, red numerals trimmed in blue, and the LCA Eagles in the dark blue, or perhaps that's black out there for LCA. And we are underway, and it'll be Madison Central with the first possession. Campbell drives under, can't get it to fall, and LCA has it, and they'll come back. Still a scoreless ball game.
Had a great chance to make a layup and start the game off right. Just blew it. Now they're giving LCA an opportunity to see what they can do down here in the half court.
So LCA on the offense. Claire Roberts, the veteran, number 24.
Madison Central is packed in a man-to-man defense.
Roberts hands it off. Bertram starting tonight.
Natalia Strader is a big-time on-ball defender. Look at her. She's hawking the ball, making it tough for LCA to get anything done.
Ella Gabbard, normally a starter for LCA, is out because of an ankle injury. Bertram hands it off. That is Graham with the long three attempt, and that one is not there. Ball almost out. It is out of bounds, and that'll go back to LCA.
Well, this is what, the coach was talking about, Madison Central, Coach True. Second chance opportunities, and here there was one right there. They missed the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Now LCA has an opportunity underneath out of bounds. Let's see if they can run something here and get something good.
Ball comes outside to Brown. Now along the baseline there to Graham. Plenty of pressure on defense for Madison Central. But now she finds herself open, misses the three-point attempt, and the rebound put back up and in by Brown.
Chappelle Brown, she had 20 against Taste Creek the other day.
So LCA with the first basket of the ball game. Strader in trouble in there, but draws a foul.
Well, that's what Scott True was talking about, second chance opportunities, and they got one. Actually, they got two second chance opportunities that led to a bucket.
Foul was on Bertram, and now Madison Central to put the ball in play. Nice bounce pass into Strader, and it won't fall. And the rebound off to LCA. Brown brings it down.
Great execution. Screen the screener.
LCA on the offense with Bertram. And Roberts in the corner. That one is tapped out of bounds, but it will be retained by LCA.
I like the pressure that Madison Central is putting on LCA. LCA, all they really want to do is just get the ball to the rim, a good high percentage shot, and if it doesn't go in, they take their chances of getting a second chance opportunity.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, that pressure is certainly a big part of their game, isn't it? They have to have that.
They have to have it, but their pressure has to cause turnovers or quick shots. And the main thing is they have to reward themselves and that pressure by getting the rebound.
Reaching in on Graham. The foul will go against Miles.
Madison Central looks like they're pressing a little bit. They didn't look comfortable. They look like they're anxious.
Yeah, a couple of shots that just wouldn't drop for them. It's still a 0 on the scoreboard. Nice pass inside from Roberts, but the shot will not go. Pridemore tried to get it in there, and now the long pass down court is deflected, but then off the hands of Strader, so it'll go back to LCA.
Good look up the court. LCA got a hand on it and went out of bounds. But that's how fast Madison Central wants to play.
So here's Bertram against that Madison Central defense. This time they pick him up as they cross the midcourt line. Strader on defense there.
Strader's hawking her. Madison Central's really extending their defense, pressuring the basketball, pushing it all the way out to half court.
Roberts out front, gets the screen from Pridemore, and now launches a three, and that one is short. Campbell off with it for Madison Central. And driving is Miles, but it's deflected out of bounds on a nice defensive recovery by Roberts.
Great get back, great back pursuit. Didn't give up on the play. Knocked the ball out of bounds.
2-0 LCA. We played about 3 minutes in this one. Now Madison Central goes to work on offense. Campbell has an opening there. Finally launches it up there, but missed the rim entirely, and now the ball goes off the foot of Graham out of bounds.
LCA is really packing it in. They're playing below the free throw line, daring Madison Central to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, that did appear to be a dare there. She thought about it for a little while.
Right.
Didn't launch it right away. Bounce pass comes to Campbell, Brooke Campbell. Now Brittany Campbell on the drive, gets a step, puts it up going by, but over the basket, and now recovered by Bertram, driving down the middle.
Great drive, just missed another layup.
And the three-pointer from the wing by Brown.
Well, LCA's beating Madison Central at their own game, the transition game. That was a great push, penetrating, got in the paint, kicked it out for a wide open three.
5-0 the score. LCA on top as we approach the halfway point in the first quarter. Again, they pack it in.
They're daring Brooke Campbell to shoot the basketball.
So we get a banked three by Strader.
Well, she's going to find a way to play. She's going to find a way to put the ball in the hole.
Strader listed at 5'4". Coach says she plays like she's 6'2" sometimes. They have high expectations from her. And now a foul on the three-point try by Graham.
Yeah, that was a tough foul right there. Too far from the basket. Make her make the shot, Brooke. Just challenges, a simple challenge, and make them take tough shots over you.
Brooke Campbell with the foul, her first and the team's second. It'll be Graham to the line. Missed the first of three.
And Piper Graham, she's trying to find herself within this team. You know, she's a transfer, so she's new. Just trying to find her way a little bit.
And back of the rim again, caught about the same spot that time.
Got to settle down. She's missed 2 in a row. I think she's a much better shooter than that.
5-3 the score, and now it is 6-3 as she does connect on the third one.
There you go.
Madison Central quickly into front court. Campbell driving, but shut off by Pridemore. Now the shot off the glass, no good by Ridrick.
Tough shot.
Ridrikoff, and now LCA has it going the other way. Here is Roberts out of the corner. That one's no good. And the rebound to Ridrikoff, leading the break, but it's knocked away from behind, but we get a foul on Bertram.
Try to get another back tip. Good play, just.
And we get a substitution for LCA. Peyton Buckler into the ball game. Bertram leaves. Now a bounce pass inside to Strader. Good quick move, and this time it falls.
Tell you what, Strader knows where she can get the ball. She's getting the ball in the middle of the paint. She's the smallest girl out there, but she's setting up in the high post, going one-on-one.
Now a steal by
she
Miles.
Just caused another turnover there.
Ahead to Strader. Missed the shot, but got it back and missed the second one. Won't stay in for her. And now the rebound to Roberts of LCA, but they got the turnover that time, but just couldn't convert. Roberts driving, and looks like a trip as she went by.
Yeah, Natalia Strader, that was a frustration foul right there. She had 3 opportunities to make a shot underneath the basket. Neither of them, one of them went down, and she fouled for no reason, coming down here on defense.
First one on Strader. Third one on the team. 6-3 is the LCA lead. Inside it goes to Pridemore. Too hard off the board. Strader has it for Madison Central. Now to Brittany Campbell. Picked up the dribble. Bounce pass inside to Miles to save it.
Let's see if we can get some ball movement here.
Coach Scott True with some instructions from the bench. Campbell checking it out and now gives off to Strader, and there's a 3.
That's why she's averaging about 20-some points a game.
Nice touch from.
She's scoring at all 3 levels right now. Underneath, short, pull-up shots, and then she just hit a 3.
Now a shot off the right side, no good by Brown, but LCA retains possession as we approach the 2-minute mark. It's now 8-6. Madison Central on top. Here's a shot by Graham. That one no good. And the rebound to Pridemore.
Another second chance shot by LCA.
And that one no good. And the rebound on the floor. They scramble for it. And I think she got a timeout in time.
Madison Central.
Timeout for Madison Central, and we will take a break and be right back. It's 8-6 Madison Central here on Glycott.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Keith Elkins, Sean Woods back at Madison Central High School, and it's an 8-6 lead for Madison Central. And as you mentioned, Sean, both teams seem just a little bit tight right now.
Yeah, they do. They're pressing a little bit. They're getting some good looks. They're just not putting them in, forcing some things. But sooner or later, hopefully they can settle down and get into a rhythm. This could become a really good basketball game.
That one's in and out and back in for Campbell. Brittany Campbell with the 3.
She's a senior, 9 points. 9 points a game. Hit a 3, wide open 3.
And a drive by Graham, stumbled a little bit in the lane. That 3-pointer by Campbell made it 11-6. Now to Brooke Campbell, shots blocked by Graham, out of bounds.
Good recovery by Graham, but that's why Madison Central wants to play. They want to get that thing up and out. Good job by the LCA to get back, knowing that this is the way Madison Central wants to play.
The 3-pointer.
Good execution. Underneath, out of bounds.
Ridrikoff with the basket, and it's now 13-6.
The LCA has to settle down a little bit.
Tried to go inside to Pridemore, out of bounds as the deflection sends it out of bounds, and it'll be back to LCA.
Let's see if LCA can execute something, get something good here. They've been getting rushed in the full court.
Roberts from outside, a nice three from the corner.
Big time shot by Claire Roberts. She's used to this type of environment. She led them in scoring last year.
Tiana Long is number 1 in the ball game for Madison Central. Miles hands it off. Redrikoff.
A little weave action by Madison Central.
Now a drive by Miles. Won't go. Pridemore has it for LCA. Floats a long pass, too long, and out of bounds. Got in a hurry there to get it up court.
Got to take care of the basketball. You had a great opportunity to run the shot clock down and run the clock down to get a last-second shot off a great defensive possession. Now you give the ball back to Madison Central.
Good touch by Roberts, as you saw on the replay of the three-pointer, and it's now 13-9.
Let's see, Madison Central's in their weave action. Tough call there. Little chuckle.
Redrikoff draws the foul.
Getting a little chippy here. 9 seconds to go. Let's see what LCA has to do.
Final seconds of the first quarter.
Madison Central comes out in a 1-3-1.
Roberts with it, double teamed, and the walking call follows. And so it looks like Madison Central will get the final chance to launch one here before the end of the first quarter.
Their pressure caused another turnover versus LCA. Let's see if Madison Central can capitalize on this with 2 seconds left to go.
Pass comes into Campbell, gets it away, banks it up, and no good. And we're left with a first quarter score of 13-9. Madison Central on top of LCA after LCA had the early lead. And we will have second quarter action coming up in a moment. But, Sean, we had a little bit of a, I guess you might say, relaxing on some things there late in the quarter, and they got some good shots up.
Well, they did. They started to, Madison Central started to, create some waves by their pressure and got us a couple easy buckets. And whereas the Eagles, withstood it a little bit, but lost the lead because they turned it over a few times. They got to continue to be strong with their ball. Okay, don't turn it over, face the fire. But when they are getting looks, they've hit the last 2 threes, so that's what's keeping them in the game right now.